Hi everybody, it is time for the November showcase of cards from the Sending a Smile swap. The theme this month was Christmas or winter celebrations, and you guys did a great job as always. I can't wait to share those cards with you. If you are new, welcome to our swap. This is an unusual swap where we only make one card. We send them to the address here, and then at the end of the month I show you all the cards, then I send you one card back. All you have to do is include $1 or a self-addressed envelope so that I can mail a card back to you. So it's really simple, and I hope you guys will join us. I'm thinking for December, why don't we do the favorite card that you made this year? So this way we can see what your favorites were. So this leaves it open-ended. You can send any type of card you want, get well, Christmas, Valentine's Day, whatever. But one of the cards that you made that was your favorite. I would love to see what you guys are making and what ideas you have. So this is kind of an open-ended theme for 2025, and a good way to wrap up the year. I think I'm really loving this idea. So I can't wait to see what you guys are making. Before I show you the Christmas and winter celebrations, I do have two cards that showed up. I don't know what was going on with the mail last month, but we had a little bit of trouble getting cards here. We had a couple show up late. If I still don't have your card, let me know so I know that what I should be looking for. But I do have two here. One is this is from Shirley, and this is from the theme last month. We had two themes. One was happiness. What makes you happy? And I didn't know Shirley was a cat person, but now I know, and I absolutely love this stamp. And having acquired 3 kitties recently ourselves, I can kind of relate to this because this is pretty much, this might be me. The cats seem to think they should sleep on my face. So we're dealing that. And there's 3 of them. So then they are fighting over my face. So I can totally relate to this woman. What a wonderful idea. They're walking literally all over her. I love this. Is this like, I don't know what this is. It's like, I want to say it's embossing powder, but it's like almost glow in the dark. Is that glow in the dark embossing powder? I don't know if you guys can see that, but it kind of glows. So Shirley, you're gonna have to let us know in the comments what's going on with the embossing powder, because it's definitely a different color or texture than normal. All right, let's see what's on the inside. Oh, it's just her name. Oh my, okay. I'll put this right here. So this is from Shirley, but absolutely amazing. I love the texture. I love the shine on the dots here. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Shirley. All right, the second card that showed up late is from Paula, and this is so elegant. I absolutely love how this turned out. She used it's not glimmer, it's not glitter, but like a sheen, like it's got like a shimmer paper. Maybe that's the way for it. I'm gonna see if I hold this up and you guys can see. It's I don't know, like a pearl. Maybe that's a pearlescent paper here for the card base, but it's got like this like copper feel to it, and it goes so well with the other papers that she incorporated in there. It's just, there's so many beautiful reasons to be happy. And so absolutely beautiful. I love that you die cut and then put some glitter and splattered. It's just so elegant. The twine really gives it some texture along with that embossing folder. Just hold up the details of this. It's really neat. She left it blank on the inside. Oh, here's a better, look at that paper. Look at that. That's addictive right there. That is why we have so much paper in our lives, right there. Just so beautiful. So Paula, this is absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for sending it in. I don't know where it went in the postal service, but maybe it made a trip around the world and now it's back here. So I'm so glad it showed up, and I will get this swapped out and get it in a card in the mail to you. So absolutely wonderful. All right, the rest are all Christmas cards, and the first one I'm going to share with you is from Sherry Warner. And isn't this cool? Look how beautiful this card is. So it's obviously a deer in the woods for Christmas, and it says celebrate the season. And she has stamped using layering stamps to create this deer, and it is just absolutely stunning. I love it. And then she's used diamond dots inside the I don't know, halo, what do you call that thing on top of the head? I don't know, the deer's little hat. And the berries they catch the light just right, they shine. It's just really a neat card. I love that. So celebrate the season. And it says, thinking of you at Christmas. Oh, I love that you popped it up on the inside. I would have never thought to do that. You know what? And you can't even tell. I would have worried it would have been bulky, and it's not at all. So look at that. I learned something new today, that you can pop stuff up on the inside and it still works. So look at that, friends. If you haven't tried it, get to it. So amazing. Thank you, Sherry, for sending this in. Our next card is from Lori, and I love that you did this in all greens. It's really, really neat. I always feel like, I don't know, I think of red when I think of Christmas, but this totally is amazing. I love the green and gold. What a really cool idea, Lori. So this is the most wonderful time of the year. Wishing you all the things that are warm. Wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits. Very, very neat. And I think one of the things that really makes this work is that this is like an ivory and not white. So I think it just kind of mutes it a little bit. So it ties the gold in, because this is in that same color family. I just think that looks really, really neat. And there's tons of textures here to enjoy. So she's got an embossing panel that she's cut up. I love that she cut this up so it just adds interest into 3 panels here on the back instead of just doing the whole back, which is a really neat idea. Something, again, I don't think to do all the time. And then she's got the die cut little, I don't know what, branch, coniferous branch from a tree. There you go. How about that? And then the pop of that ribbon just adds so much interest and depth to the card. So Lori, this is really, really neat. Thank you for sending this. What a cool idea to do all green. Sometimes you just overlook the obvious, and this is just amazing. So beautiful card. All right, next up is a card from Patty, and it's kind of funny. We went from all green to almost all red. I love this card. It's a fun fold, so that when you open it up, look at that. It says, may you enjoy this special season filled with peace, love, peace, and joy. Very neat. I love this little candy cane paper, and your Santa is colored beautifully. What a really cool card, Patty. I love it. I love the fun fold. Yeah, I could do this all day. How fun. Very, very neat. I love that. The pattern paper just makes that card and the Santa, it really pulls it all together. So really, really cool card, Patty. I love the design. Next up is a card from Beth, and snowmen are my favorite. I can't lie. They're always been a favorite of mine. And I really love how this comes together. Like, it looks like she hand cut and drew the snowmen, which is really, really cool. And then in the background, she has this really, really faint, like, swirls. It makes it look like it's like wind blowing in the background, which is really, really sweet. I think she hand cut the hill as well, and the scarves. And it says, I'd melt for you, and that heart. So, so sweet. Look at those 2 snowmen cuddling together. And the inside is blank. Oh, look at this. She did use pattern paper, and she actually used it for the whole card. What a neat idea. I've never done that before. Very cool idea to do that. What a cool card, Beth. Thank you for sharing that. Next up, we have a card from Bonnie, and she also has a fun fold. It looks like she's used some pattern paper as well. Look at these die cuts of the acorn. Look at the texture in them. You can see like the little, I don't know what you call them, the little holes, and she's got a little green bow to decorate that. And, very cool. She's pulled the acorns from the paper to here. So what a cool detail. And then when you opened it up, you can see, zoom in a little bit, the candle. What a really neat idea. Merry Christmas. And then I believe this opens up as well, so you have the inside of the card. So what a really neat idea for a fun fold. It says, wishing you a magical day. Very neat. I like how she's pulled the pattern paper here to the inside, and she's embellished that with an enamel dot. Lots of little details here that are just so neat. I think the blue comes from the blue in the snow, so she's pulled these colors out to make this card just so detailed. Very, very neat. I like that fun fold. I've never made one of those either. Might be putting that on my list of things. And the next card here is from, I'm not sure who that's from, so I'm going to have to look that up. This is my card for the month. This has been one of my favorite Stampin' Up! Sets for Christmas. I don't know why. I pull it out all the time. But this year I decided to go with the little Santa on his scooter. That bear is hanging on for his dear life. And I just had a lot of fun coloring this with my Copics. It was a nice little relaxing, you know, way to spend some time as I sat and colored them all up and then finished them up. Just used some pattern paper for my stash to do the bottom, and it says, the magic of Christmas never ends. Its greatest gifts are family and friends. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And then this one is from Margaret, and the texture in this is just unbelievable. Look at that. How fun, fun, fun. So here she has stamped the tree, and then she had a tree embossing folder and then embossed on top of it. So these look like they're in the background off in the snowy distance. And then this one here comes to the foreground, but it's just filled with texture. And then she's cut one of those out, added a little bit of glitter and shine to that to make that the focal point, and then added the banner and the dots. This is a really, really well, I've never seen a card like this, the way you've kind of pulled that up off the embossing folder. That is a really clever idea. I love it. Very, very neat. I love that little splash of gold just makes it, oh, you continued it on the inside. So sending Christmas wishes to you this holy season. Oh, neat. Absolutely awesome. I love that. I love, 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 love all of it. And even there's a little bit of metallic. I didn't catch that until now that it just caught the shine, but there's metallic in this red paper that matches with those enamel dots. So really neat idea. All right, our last Christmas card is from Paula. I love that she did this in a 5x7. You know, obviously 5x7 is a standard card format, but it's something I don't do very often. And this just is so wonderful. It is so, so neat. I love the format. I love the size of this. It's so beautiful. And there's, again, you guys have nailed texture this month amazingly. Like, she has embossed the background. Look at that embossing folder. I think that's embossed. Yep, it's embossed. At first I thought maybe it was a die cut laying on top. Nope, it's embossed. Oh my gosh. And it's just so much fun to touch. And then here we have the mat of the card is also embossed. Looks like there might be trees here in the background and snow. And then she has this really delicate and beautiful wreath glued on top of that with this red bow. And I love that you've accented this with the rhinestones. It's just, oh my gosh, this is just so elegant and perfect. I love it. I love it. The Christmas wishes. And then on the inside, it says, may the peace and beauty of the season remain with you throughout the coming year. And just as a note, this is all white and red. And then you flip it open and it's all green and white. How fun. So you got your traditional Christmas colors all in one card, and just really, really cool. Very neat. Paula, thank you so much for sharing this. I do have a couple more things to share, and then I will let you go. November was kind of a crazy month around here. Unfortunately, I spent a few days in the hospital. I ended up with a blood clot in my lungs. And unfortunately, it was a serious one. I'm still trying to reconcile that in my brain. But I'm okay. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. A few people of you guys did know that, and you guys sent me get well cards, and I just wanted to share them. They're absolutely beautiful. This one's from Vivian. She has just, the detail in this. This is some pattern paper that she cut with a beautiful die. But then she's also stacked up this window, and the die cutting in here is just amazing. It looks like I'm not sure if that's a die or if she went in and cut out little pieces with an X-Acto knife, but either, it's just so beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And then put that little flower there in the window. It's just a stunning card. And she wrote me a really nice message inside. Absolutely beautiful. I appreciate the well wishes. And then another friend of mine watercolored this for me. Very, very pretty. Look at the little pumpkins in the field. This is from Lisa. Just another beautiful, beautiful card. So I really appreciate all the well wishes that you guys have sent. And I guess I need to learn to take it a little bit more easy. I had too much on my plate and kind of got myself here in a kerfuffle with my lungs. But again, I'm doing much better. And I'm looking forward to many more months of stamping. So I hope you guys will participate in the December card swap. Send in your favorite card. And these cards here are beautiful. I'm going to get them swapped out and in the mail today. I'm sorry this was a couple days late, and just trying to catch up on all the things that didn't go well this month. So love you all. Merry Christmas, and I can't wait to see what you come up with for December.